I'm going to teach you the 3 positions on a benzene ring. If we have a benzene ring, we'll have a specific name or names we'll give to the 3 positions where substituents are attached in a benzene ring. For instance, if I have a benzene ring like this, now we have 3 benzene structures on the board. The 3 locations or positions where attachments can be placed on a benzene ring are known as, number 1, the auto position, number 2, the meta position, and number 3, the para position. These are the 3 cardinal positions on a benzene ring: auto, meta, para. Now, how do you know where you call auto, where you call meta, and where you call para position on a benzene ring? Let's take a look at this. Before you can, if I have a benzene ring like this, for instance, if I have this, no place is auto, nowhere is meta, nowhere is para, the way it is. Why? Because there is no substituent here, there is no attachment on the ring. You can only talk about auto position, meta position, and para position when there is an attachment on the ring. Now let's put something on the ring. Let's put an attachment here, and let's call the attachment X. Now, how can I now know where will be meta, auto, and para? Your auto, meta, para position is determined by X. That is the attachment that is on the ring. Please don't forget this. When there is no attachment on the ring, if I have a ring like this, there is no attachment anywhere here. There is nothing like auto, meta, and para. You only talk about auto, meta, and para when there is an attachment on the ring. Now, we have an attachment on the ring, and we are using X to represent the attachment. Now, from where the attachment is located here, at this carbon, this is where my X is bonded to. When you move 1 step away from the attachment, you have what we call the auto position. This is the attachment. 1 step away from here is here. This is 1. 2 steps away is 1, 2. 3 steps away is 1, 2, 3. So you see the need for an attachment. The position of that your attachment is your starting point. Now this is my attachment. This is my starting point. If I move 1 step away, that's here. This place. If I put an attachment here now, let me call it Y. And I'm asked at which position is Y. I will check how many steps away is this Y from X. Counting from X, how many steps away is Y located? So this is Y, this is my X. From X to Y is just 1 step away. When the new attachment is 1 step away from your point of reference, you call it auto position. So from here, 1 step away, which is here, this is my auto position. 2 steps away from here, that is 1, 2. This is my meta position. While 3 steps away from here, 1, 2, 3. This is my para position. So these are the 3 positions on a benzene ring. Now, if you are asked to draw a benzene ring in which a substituent is placed on auto or meta or para position, you should be able to know how to do that. So take for instance, this is my original attachment. My point of reference is here. 1 step away from here, where my attachment is auto. 2 steps away, 1, 2 is my meta. 3 steps away, 1, 2, 3 is my para. Another way of knowing para is that para simply means directly opposite to your attachment. When the new incoming person is directly opposite to the already existing attachment, you say it is at the para position. But when it is adjacent to the existing attachment, you say it is at the auto position. Now, let's now use Y as the incoming group. Now, if I have my Y placed here, this is Y at the auto position. If I put my Y here, this is X. If I put my Y here, it means that Y is at the meta position. This is my X. If I put my Y here, we say that Y is at the para position. Now let's draw some examples and try to name them with respect to auto, meta, para. I have a Benzene ring like this, and I have my bromine here. For instance, if I'm asked to name this, remember I told you that CH3 with benzene, when CH3 is attached to a benzene ring, it is called toluene. I explained this in the previous video. When a benzene ring has methyl group attached to it, the whole compound is called toluene. Now I have toluene here. From here, if I remove this bromine, this is toluene. Now bromine is attached to the toluene, and you are asked to write the name of the whole structure with respect to auto, meta, para. This is your toluene. So tell us, at which position is bromine attached to the toluene? If it is meta position, you say meta-bromo-toluene. If it is at the auto position, you say auto-bromo-toluene. If it is at the para position, you say para-bromo-toluene. So you tell us which of auto, meta, para positions do you have the bromine attached. Now, this is my reference point where I have my methyl group. I will check how many steps away is bromine from my reference. Now this is 1, 2, 3. From here, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 steps away from the methyl group. So, and you know, 3 steps away means para position. Or you can say, since the bromine is directly opposite to the methyl group, it is at the para position. So the name becomes para, the bromine which is at the para position, we say para bromo. P here stands for para. You don't write it in full, just take P. If it is metal, you write M. If it is auto, you write O. So this is P bromo, and P here stands for para. P bromo, then the whole of this is called toluene. P bromo toluene. That is the name of the structure we have here. Why do we call it P bromo toluene? It's because bromine is attached to the para position of toluene. This simply means that you have a toluene which is CH3 and benzene. This is your toluene. Then you have a bromine attached to the para position of this. So you check from here, count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This para position, you attach your bromine. That's the meaning. Now let's take another example. Assuming you are asked to draw in an exam, you are asked to draw O-chlorophenol. O-chlorophenol. How do you do it? Remember, O here stands for auto position. This is a phenol in which chlorine is attached to the auto position. When chlorine is attached to the auto position of phenol, it is called O-chlorophenol. How do we draw this? First of all, we draw phenol. Remember in the previous video, I told you that when OH group is attached to a benzene ring, the whole structure is known as phenol. So I have my phenol like this OH, and this is my benzene ring, like this. This is phenol. I have drawn my phenol. Now I have to attach chlorine to this phenol. I don't know whether I should put the chlorine here, or here. But the name given to me says O-chloro, which means at the auto position. And what is auto position? How many steps away? I told you, 1 step away is auto. So this is my starting point. 1 step away means here. From here, this is 1. So this is my auto position, which means I'll put my chlorine here. See here. This is auto chlorophenol. That is what you have here. Now I want you to try this one yourself. Try this yourself and tell me what you are going to get. P-iodoaniline. Remember, I told you what aniline is in the previous video. When amino group, that is NH2, is used to substitute a hydrogen atom on a benzene ring, it is known as aniline. This is aniline. Now you have to draw for me p-iodoaniline. I need you to give me your answer into the comment box. How can you draw this actually? See what I want you to do now. Let's call here position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all I need you to tell me is this p-iodoaniline. Since you may not be able to draw this, for those who may not be able to draw this with your system, or who will not be able to snap and send into the comment box, use the positions I have given here. Tell me, at which position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, am I going to put my iodine? I have p-iodoaniline. In which of these positions am I going to attach my iodine to make it p-iodoaniline? So give me your answer into the comment box. Go to the comment box, tell me position 1 or position 2 or 3. Which of the positions am I going to attach this iodine? Just tell me 1 or 2 or 3. You should know where it should be. Put it in the comment box. I will reply you to tell you whether you got the answer or not. Thank you for watching.